Hi friends, I'm Felicia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a wrap-up video for the first quarter of the year. So January, February, March, the books that I read. I read 35 books, so I'm going to be splitting this into two parts. My first part is going to be fantasy, sci-fi, and graphic novels. And then I'll cover the rest of the books in the next part. Yeah, so let's just get started. So the first book that I finished this year was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which is number 2 in the series. And so I'm just zooming through the series. Not. If you're new to my channel or you don't know, I have never read a Harry Potter series before. So this is my first time reading it, and I'm enjoying it. I definitely don't have that same attachment that most people have because they read it when they were kids, but I do like it. To me, it's not perfect, and that's totally fair because I just don't have that sentimentality towards it, and that's fine. I still like it. I do have the next book to read, The Prisoner of Azkaban. Chris is very impatient for me to read that because he wants to watch the movie, because as I've been reading the book, then we go and watch the movie together. So we're only done the second ones of the series. So that's going really well. Then I also read the 3 books in the Hogwarts library from the Harry Potter series. So that would be A Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, Quidditch Through the Ages, and The Tales of Beedle the Bard. I enjoyed those. My favorite out of those 3 was The Tales of Beedle the Bard, because I like that fairy tales and folklore for, you know, young wizards. So that was fun. I did see The Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them movie, and wow, that was such a fun movie. I can't wait for the next one. So yeah, those are the fantasy books that I read. Moving on to sci-fi. Something that I've been doing a lot of this year is rereading books that I've read, especially series so far. Rereading books that I've read on audio, listening to them at work. So I'm enjoying that, and that's part of the reason I've read so many books this year. The first series that I listened to and completed this year was the Across the Universe trilogy. I don't know, this is 1, 2, 3. Am I holding them backwards? No, not really. So the first book is Across the Universe, A Million Suns and Shades of Earth. And like, can we just talk about this stupid cover change? Like, you go from these beautiful galaxy, I mean, like, okay, the kissing is like, this one's kind of weird, but like these beautiful galaxy, and then you go to this, like, publisher, what even? So I love these. I hate this. This is heavy, so I'm not gonna hold it up. Yeah, so it's a sci-fi series, young adult, set on a spaceship that's traveling to a Earth-like planet, and the main character Amy, she and her parents come from our time or a little bit in the future, and they are, I always say the word wrong, cryogenically, I think. Cryogenically frozen. You know what I mean. So they're going to be on this spaceship for 350 years, and Amy gets woken up 50 years early, and so she has to kind of navigate this new system on this ship. She's also trying to figure out why she was woken up early and kind of solve that mystery. So it has kind of mystery elements. It's also very much a dystopian because the society on this ship is a dystopian society. It's very interesting, and I really like the series. This is a series that I picked up many years. I was following it as it was being published, and so I have a very strong attachment to the series. Kind of my first foray into sci-fi on my own. Hadn't heard anything about this series. It was totally a cover buy for me, and so I don't know. I have good feelings towards it because of that. Can't speak right now. I'll have some bubble tea. I'm ready bubble tea. This is my first time making it at home. My tea is not cold enough, and I didn't leave enough room for ice. So, yeah. It's not bad, but now I'm chewing bubbles. I enjoy the series. I think it does interesting things just in terms of commenting on society and stuff. I think the ending, it definitely goes somewhere where you wouldn't expect, and I think it definitely feels very sci-fi. So I really enjoy it. I haven't read anything else by Beth Revis, but I would like to, because I really enjoy her writing in this series. The next sci-fi book that I read was All Our Wrong Todays by Elan Mastai. I always feel like I'm saying his name wrong. And that book is a recent release. I think it came out in February. At least in Canada. It may have gotten published sooner in the UK. I'm not sure. Whatever. So the premise of the story basically is that it is set in 2016, in the perfect 2016, where in the 50s, if you would have asked someone to describe 2016, that's how they would have described it. So it was kind of like a perfect society where wars and stuff had basically been eradicated because technology was so advanced and people didn't need to fight anymore. And they were all working together, and you know, everyone has hover cars and stuff, and just like really cool technology stuff like that. And they've discovered time travel, and so our main character is the first person to attempt time travel. He goes back to the past, the point in the past where our two timelines would have diverged, I guess. And he ends up screwing up the pivotal moment, and then when he wakes up, he has changed the timeline, and it's our 2016, our present. And so from there, he's trying to figure out a way to go back into the past, fix that moment so that the timeline will be corrected, and I'll go back to this kind of perfect society with way higher technology and stuff. And I thought it was really fun. It's a debut novel, but I thought that his writing was pretty strong. Yeah, and it was just a fun story. I liked it, and I would recommend it if you're a fan of sci-fi. It was definitely interesting and fun, and there are even parts of it that just made my heart hurt a little bit, so, you know, that's always good. That means you're doing something right if my heart hurts a little bit, usually. Yeah, so I would recommend that one. And the UK cover is so much prettier than the US cover. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. The last sci-fi book that I've read so far this year is A Long Way to a Small Airy Planet by Becky Chambers, and I buddy read it with Rachel from The Shades of Orange, and I liked it. It's very much feels like if the show Firefly and like Star Trek had a baby, it would be this book. So it follows the setting of a crew on a ship, kind of like they feel like very much like a family unit like in Firefly, and then it also has the just vast different cultures and alien races and planets and stuff like that, and politics and whatever. So that was interesting to me. I enjoyed the writing. I liked the feeling of it. There were some things that I didn't like in this book. For example, one of the alien races has a very casual opinion of sex. They call it coupling, and we see a few examples of this throughout the book, and I don't know, that I don't like that. Just my personal beliefs. I don't like stuff like that. As well as other things kind of just took me out of the book, took away my enjoyment a little bit. But I mean, I know there are lots of people that are not bothered by that, and so then I would encourage you to read it. Yeah, just, you know, my personal beliefs. Otherwise that, it was a really strong book, and I liked the writing and the feeling of it. So yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Just some things took away my enjoyment of it. So yeah. Okay, and so finally moving on to the graphic novels. I read volumes 9, 10, 11, 12 of Fruits Basket. Still enjoying the series. There was one volume 11, it might have been volume 11. I'm not sure because they all kind of just meshed together in my head. I didn't enjoy that one, but then volume 12 was okay still. So yeah, we're plugging through. I think I'm like halfway done now. So I'm hoping to finish it by the end of summer. So we'll see. Definitely finishing it this year anyways. And then the last graphic novel that I read, which also maybe would fall under sci-fi, is Wires and Nerve, Volume 1 by Marissa Meyer. Art by Doug Holgate. And this was perfection. I loved it. There were times when I was just giggling out loud, like laughing, because I was just so filled with delight at being with my babies again. I loved the art style. I know some people don't like it. I loved it. Yeah, I just can't rave about this enough, so I just won't rave about it that long, because I just loved it. It was so perfect, and I can't wait for volume 2. I would like to have it now, please. But I also, then that's the end of this world. I'm not ready to say goodbye yet, but yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait to read more from my babies. So that's all the books that I'm going to talk about for this video. I will be coming at you shortly with another video with the rest of the books that I read, the historical fiction, nonfiction, and young adult, and contemporary. I have my list right out here. Yeah, so that's all that I have for this video, and thanks for being patient with me over my booktube break. I was just overwhelmed with life and stuff, and so I decided, I wasn't going to worry about editing or filming videos or anything. I still have videos that are filmed from like end of 2016, so I may edit them and put them up just so they're there. So if you have any thoughts about these books, let me know. I love to hear your comments, and until next time, so long and thanks for all the fish.